Feel good about going to Tumas Argyris. We haven't done that yet this week. There's a mountain there I could use. Twitch died as well? Oh, geez. Really? Well, that's no good. Is my internet okay? How do I know if my internet's okay? I'm back? Ain't just me? I'm back if anything? Okay. Because my connection to the game, instance transfers notwithstanding, seems fine. I ported $1 on. I'm all right there. We're back. That was just, I guess, a coincidence, right? Saved. Second stream I've been watching that's died. Twitch was gone for a sec. Maybe it's well, I was gonna say it's somebody's cloud servers, but I can't imagine what server would possibly have to do with both Twitch.tv and Thaldraszus loading, so I'm out of ideas. I'm not going to Stormwind, that's just muscle memory. I'm going to Tumas Argyris. Stony Tony's Wi-Fi went down. Dragonow's lost again. I can just see him standing there thinking I should go power cycle that router, but I don't want to. It's so far. But we're back. We're back. How are you guys doing? What's going on with you? What have you been up to so far today? It's probably farther along the day for many of you. It's 9 a.m. for me, but I feel like I've been awake for about 7 seconds. Coffee good. Game sound good. A little quiet. Hard to say, actually. I turned it down in too many different places. Streak effect is insane. Yeah. When I was a child, I received as a gift for some holiday or special occasion ribbons that like the floofy, the swooshy ribbons that they were on sticks and they were big, wide ribbons, and the idea was that you would spin your sticks and you would make the ribbons do twirly things. I think I was told this was some form of Olympic sport, and I took it very seriously for an entire week. And then hadn't thought about it again until this particular and exact moment. I'm Tumas Argyris, this way. That's right. What am I after from Tomb? I need the Abyss Worm from Mistress Sassine, and then I just generally need Transmog. I'm just generally trying to shore up my male Transmog collections. Processing an insurance application, pestering vendors for conditional waivers. Fine, but I mean, it sounds like you're on top of it. Got it under control within your wheelhouse. If I had your day, I would have a stroke. I don't know. All of those words sound extremely scary to me, so I'm proud of you. Is Tumas Argyris up here? It's over this way. We're gonna make it. Ashes is still lovely. Do honor to the artistic gymnastics sport. Yeah, I don't think I ever watched any of it as a thing. I don't think anybody ever put it on TV. And I never saw like a performance in person. It was just the spinny twirly ribbon sticks filtered down through the culture and then landed in my bedroom. Mount Run Thursday, yeehaw! I will caution early that I am leaving early today. I'm gonna peace out of here in like an hour and 15 minutes. It's gonna be a very short stream. I have a thing I gotta get to today. I will be leaving you with my sincerest and deepest apologies, and we'll be back at regular time slot for the rest of the weekend. I gotta go do a thing. What difficulties? I'm on Mythic. What do I need? I have, what are we saying? 36% of the available loot from here. We're not getting the Micronax controller because that's for the achievement that I still have yet to do that I made. I don't want to say never, never say never, but sometimes I say, wow, it's been a long time and I still haven't gotten it, so the odds are not looking good. 2 zone drops. That seems like it would be difficult to get things to work, but just general loot would be good too. Logged in today, not sure what to do. Mount runs sound fun. I've been really enjoying just kind of picking through these old raids, working on mounts, but transmog that is in the way of mounts. I've been enjoying, because a mount is something that, sometimes they drop, and most of the time they don't drop. But usually, especially if you didn't have a whole lot of appearances from an instance to begin with, usually it's not that crazy to expect like a piece of transmog or two along the way. There we go, I got a belt of screaming slag. That is some emotional stone, holy moly. We're gonna go this way, Desolate Host. This add-on is called All the Things. It is great for sorting out what kind of things you want to collect. I wish you'd put a comma somewhere in there. What if a comma would have made it? What if it's more of a? What if it's art? what if the comma-less, punctuation-free state is representative of my state of mind and a good sales indicator of the type of discourse that you are about to receive if you click into this venerable stream? What if you made coffee out of a cat? Cat coffee? Cat coffee? It's coffee for cats. Maybe punctuation is just the shackles of society. Old Benny Hill skit about the importance of commas. I heard about somebody's cat that like steals coffee when they can get it, but that you don't want to see the cat on the coffee because they get very hyper predictably and cause havoc and mayhem. Kira cannot have coffee. There is a list of things that she's not allowed to have, mostly all manner of people food and drinks. She drinks water, she has her kibble, she has varying cat treats, things that are made for cats. She's not allowed the coffee. That's not going to stop her from making a move on it or anything else that's in a cup that I'm drinking out of, though, because she thinks that if I'm having it, it must be special, which I think is just the highest form of flattery. I bet you I forgot to click the thing on. This is going to be a problem for me today. Yeah, I did forget to click the thing. We're turning around right now. We remembered. Everything's going to be okay. Gift card order, thank you for the 27-month resub. And Pretty Lady 291 with a 4-month resub. Hello. There we go. Good morning. All mount drops are 50%. You either get them or you don't. Is this, they've got extra cages stacked up here for storage. You know what energy this gives me? Is the random room in the school that they decided was the one that was going to hold all of the folding chairs that they whip out for, like, you know, band shows and stuff. It's just... The room is for something else, but there's a big stack of them all leaned against the wall because no one knows what else to do with them. Any AQ in my immediate future? Yeah, I could probably fit in a little AQ in my immediate future. My plan for the next hour and 13 minutes was Tomb, and then I was thinking maybe the BFA dungeons, although apparently I'm going to have some extra chances at the mounts with the new Mythic Plus season, although I surely should not rely on such a thing. You know. This way. Plants? Pants. What kind of school did you go to where they have a giant stack of cages? Folding chairs! Folding chairs! I too failed Viscidus on my mage with the puppy crate. Dagger, stabby stab, pre-lust, pre-puppy crate? Okay. I'm gonna try it again, but I'm not... that makes me a little less optimistic. My hope is fading. Shadowlands dungeon mount farming when? Oh. I want to say next expansion. Sounds right. Take on Season 2 dungeons. I think it looks great. I think it'll kind of depend a little bit on how the tuning works out. I'm sure they're taking a look at some of the pain points on the Dragonflight ones in particular. But I think the overall pool looks great. At first I thought, wow, we're doing BFA dungeons again already. Weren't we just there? And then I thought about it and I thought, no, we weren't just there. It's been a little while. I don't actually remember a whole lot. The thing I'm not looking forward to about Freehold, actually, is Freehold was the king dungeon for let's just fight this boss in this tiny little alcove over here, despite the fact that there's a variety of area denial mechanics, and we're just going to have you not pull that trash over there, so just, you know, don't stand in anything, but also don't move. The contradiction of it all drove me batty. I have a feeling that on Evoker I'm going to get myself into trouble with that. Excited for Freehold. School gym door that leads to a room with a bunch of stuff stacked up. Easily solo Mythic Shadowland dungeons on a maid. Anyone could do it geared enough. Okay. I haven't tried, to be fair. I haven't given it a whirl yet. The BFA ones go fine. The BFA ones go fine. As long as I remember something about what's going on in them. I hope I get the mount, I suppose. They had Nels Lair in an event recently. Great push, maybe. Don't remember. I must have sat that one out. The only things I remember about Nels Lair, I was looking at the boss list trying to jog my memory, and all I could remember was the Swappy Cup game and the water slide. That's all I got. And then I guess the fact that it takes place in a cave. Mechanics-wise, for the rest of it, I got nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm not on top form damage-wise today. BFA raids are iffy. Good luck. I got a helmet. I got an Azure Squall Shaper's helmet. Does it look cool? Last time I got a helmet that I checked out from a Legion raid, it was my new favorite one. No, not that one. Abyssal. Azure. This one. Alright. I'm gonna click on the thing. First boss is Sparkly Rock Dude. Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, I don't have a lot of memories left. And it's only a Legion! It's not like it was years ago. It's not like this was way back from my early childhood. Legion was not that long ago, and I have just nothing. That one's a classic. Legion was 6 years ago. Yeah, but like, it wasn't, I don't know. 6 years ago, I guess it was 6 years ago. I also had a very different relationship with dungeons back then, in that I wasn't healing them. I was a Shadow Priest main in Legion. And because I was a DPS main, I didn't do as many dungeons because there were not as many spots for me in Mythic Plus groups. Plus, Shadow Priest was never really that top tier for that kind of thing. We had too much ramp, and in Legion it was very much trash would die very quickly. You would do huge pulls and rinse them down and repeat. And at the time, Shadow didn't do super good with that, so it was just kind of a frustrating thing to play in the first place. And then because I didn't have as much fun DPSing dungeons, so I didn't end up doing as many of them. So that may be partly why I don't remember. Nels Lair was the first 15 I ever timed. The one where you ride the barrels down the river? Yeah. Gear swapping in Legion Mythic Plus. Yeah, I did more Mythic Plus in BFA, but I still didn't start to heal until Shadowlands. I was a Shadow Priest main all the way until Shadowlands came out. And I think that really impacted my, I think towards the end of BFA, I was starting to heal some dungeons, mostly because people just needed me to. There weren't a whole lot of healers. There were a few, but there weren't a whole lot of available healers in our normal key groups. And I could kind of sort of off-spec do it. Do I think we would have more fun DPSing today with my regular group? So I have some info on that, because sometimes I do. Sometimes, nowadays we have more people in the group that that kind of have both things set up. People that can heal or DPS at will. So if multiple of us flex players are in the group, we can kind of, rock, paper, scissors for who wants to heal. Or just, figure it out based on any number of factors. So sometimes I'll DPS. Sometimes I will Devastation Evoker my way through keys. Sometimes I Devastation my Evoker my way through raids. I was working on it last night. I almost was doing good, and then I died. It was heartbreaking. Tales oldest time. This way. I think I called a boss Desolate Host earlier, and it wasn't true. This next one's Desolate Host. But yeah, I prefer healing. I don't mind DPSing. I am not very used to it, so I do find that I'm spending too much time looking at my bars and thinking about my cooldowns and what's going to happen next, which leaves me less time to look at my impending death as it arcs from the sky towards me. Like I stand in more things when I'm DPSing. I have a harder time playing with good positioning, and maybe that would, rinse out if I played enough. I think that's probably just an experience thing, but something about about damage fingers and damage brain just makes me a bit of an idiot. Holy Keys near the end of BFA. Hours played. Plus healing, you can do damage while you're healing anyways. Sometimes you're expected to. And every once in a while we get a good emergency, and I had saved cooldowns for it, and I just feel like I'm, you know, I'm in charge of the world. It's great. Tomb was my first raid. Husband got me into WoW during Legion. Healer main won't go back. I know some people swap between roles often for their mains. You know, they'll tank for a while and they'll DPS for a while and they'll heal. I know somebody that does all three. I always felt like I had like one that was kind of destined, and I can do the other two. I'm a passable DPS, and I'm a marginally acceptable tank if given a bit of time to prepare, but I can healing feels like it's, I don't know, my thing. New preset is so nice. Sad I can't get it on my paladin. I like the paladin set too, actually, but I agree. Yeah, the preset looks awesome. It's making me think about priest more. But once again, if I think I have time, oh, this is the one where I'm supposed to jump off. Oops, a daisy. Is there a stairway over here? Let me go look. If I think I have time to gear and play multiple characters at endgame, I don't. I never do. I think I do and I don't. It's a lie. It's not true. Always been a priest main. I can't leave my dragon behind. I can't do that. She's I'm having too much fun. Oh, that's kind of a shortcut. that's a little teeny tiny bit of a shortcut. And then we go up this way, I suppose. Pugged 2 of 8 mythic again for the second time. Got BOE leather boots, trying to sell them. Oh, congratulations on being rich. That's excellent. Well, shaman or priest next. Oh, you gotta do priest. I mean, shamans are fun. Don't get me wrong. Shamans are fun. They might even be a little bit more fun for the damage part than priest. But I don't know. I'm biased. Priest is the best. 795k if they sell. Oh. Am I gonna live? Am I gonna be okay? This must be for like an achievement or something. I clicked on a rune on the wall in Tomb of Sargeras, and I've been cursed by Gul'dan. Gul'dan must not have very much self-esteem because his curse turned me into him. I think you should probably see a therapist about that. That's new. It's gotta be for something. It's gotta be for an achievement or, I don't know, something. Am I alright? We're carrying on up the stairs. It is a mistake. I have a bad feeling that you die at the end of this. It is a debuff. And there's no exit vehicle button. I have vehicle combat moves, but I do not have a vehicle button. You coming back? Hi. Yeah, come on. There you go. Use coat like blanket. There you go. Hi. No coffee for Cat. Oh, off and away. That would track with the lore, I guess. I mean, I suppose that would shortcut me back to the entrance, but I'm basically back anyways. I've more or less run my whole way back. This is what you get for clicking on things. We have one treasured member of our raid that likes to do achievements, but before even we've like figured out what the achievements are or gotten anywhere remotely close to talking about an achievement run, we'll just click on things when they find them. You know, we'll be in a boss room about to progress on Heroic for the first time, and you'll be like, "Oh, what's this rubber ducky?" Until like he has a real knack for enabling achievement conditions that we are not ready to tackle yet. I hope I get lucky, get the Airnog ring in my vault. Incarnate icon would be acceptable. If you don't click on things, you'll never learn. I suppose not. I got 25 seconds. I'm not going too far. I don't want to get back pedaled. Someone did that at Squirrel Squad's first Primal Council pull. You ever have somebody fish up? Oh no, that's exactly what you mean. That's the Primal Council is the one where you fish up the frog. I think we're doing an achievement run at some point, and I'm looking forward to actually doing the frog thing. Yeah. Yeah, one of our raiders, a different one of our raiders actually, not the usual culprit, also fish up the frog on our Primal Council progression. Confused by how the new Valor gearing thing's gonna work. Heard many different takes. I think that like the real specific details are probably. Oh, I'm okay. I didn't die. The real specific details are probably PTR. Like we'll find out more later. But my basic understanding from having read 2 sentences in an interview was that you're going to be able to earn like the spendy currency, kind of the points. From many different types of content. You can get them from, you'd be able to get them from like Mythic Plus and from PvP and from outdoor stuff. And then depending on what difficulty of content you're doing, you're going to get a different crest, or you're going to be able to work towards getting different crests. That's your watermark item shows how advanced, like, are you doing Mythic Plus 3s? Are you doing plus 20s? Are you, what's your PvP rating? That kind of thing. And then you probably, maybe there's a vendor, maybe it's a combined function, maybe you like combine that crest that you got with X amount of the other currency, get a piece of gear, or upgrade your gear. Maybe you have an existing piece of gear and you get a new high watermark item, and then you can pop it in and like bump up the item level, because they talked about having a piece of gear that you can then like keep with you and continue upgrading over time. I don't know if I'm explaining anything. I also, like I said, don't know anything. This is just my understanding from the same interview that everybody else read. But it seems like it's a little bit more straightforward, because yes, it's a new system, but it's replacing like 3 of them. Rare trinket from a low key, push it to be like a heroic level key. No, I would assume that you would be able to. Like if you got a trinket in a low key, just like you do now. Like if you get a trinket in low key now, you can dump your Valor into it and get it upgraded. I would assume it would be very much the same thing. You do the higher key, you get your higher level crest from the higher key, and you can use that along with the stones or whatever it was they were called to upgrade it. Display that on my shoulder or chest. Crest was just the name of the item. It wasn't. I don't believe it's a cosmetic thing at all. Yeah, like a primal infusion, exactly. But not just for crafting. Yeah, consolidating Valor Conquest, and then also we currently have an outdoor gear system where you can take your Primal Storms gear and you can infuse them with like essences of whatever. I didn't actually do it, but that system as well will be rolled into this whole crest thing. Dump Valor and pump it up. Ended that since the item is now gated on the track. Well, you're pumping up an item with Valor is still gated because you'll hit a point where you don't have enough Mythic Plus ready to pump it any higher. So instead of that threshold, that's the thing that the crest would replace. Yeah, we'll see it on PTR. We'll get more details, but my understanding is that you will still be able to carry a gear set with you as you gear up more. It may take extra currency to do that. It may be less work to just kind of get a higher level version earlier, but that's usually been true. I do not know if it would reset with seasons. That's a good question. What are things that I know about that I would be a good resource for answers on? You'd think it would be WoW, but not always. WoW's too big, and I'm getting rusty. I'm a prime source of information on the 3 types of houseplants that I keep. Cat, fish keeping. I can tell you anything you want to know about this particular specific individual kitty cat. World's #1 Kira expert, precisely. Did they ever change a class in a way that made you stop wanting to play it? Nah. No. I'm pretty flexible with the ebbs and flow. when I played Shadow Priest, they changed Shadow Priest a lot. They did all kinds of different things to Shadow Priest when I was playing it. And I enjoyed different versions of it more or less, but the reason I swapped off of it wasn't because of it. If anything, the patch where I swapped off of Shadow Priest was the same one where they finally like fixed all the problems that I'd ever had with it. They finally made it quote unquote good, and that was when I coincidentally decided that I was going to be a healer main. Don't know if you've heard of the new gearing system. How will this affect pet battles? How do you keep a dog from mimicking a cat? I had a dog that would perch on the couch. I think the real question is, why would you keep your dog from mimicking the cat? The couch perching behavior sounds pretty innocuous. I'm a bit of a laid-back pet mom. I just have the one cat for now, but my take on any pet behaviors is that if they are not harming themselves or others or property, and they're doing something kind of funny, that's fine. They're allowed to be as weird as they want as long as they are not in danger or causing damage. I go to the right side when skipping these mobs. I see. I need some, I thought I needed some zone drops from trash. Yeah, I do still need the mythic version of the ribcage. A little chance to drop. Alright, here we go. This again. I have the capacity to not get knocked off by this, and I haven't been knocked off by it yet, which is a great, knock on wood. great way to jinx myself into it happening. How do you feed Kira? Swap my cats from dry to wet food. It's expensive. She does not like wet food. I tried to swap her to wet food when she was having her dental issues, and she was not having any of that. So she gets kibble. Currently, as it happens, she actually gets 2 different types of kibble mixed together. That's just the way it's been working out. She eats more of it when it's like that. Couldn't tell you much about it, but yeah, there's many different things that you can feed pets. I'm not a veterinarian, and quite frankly, you'll hear a lot of conflicting information when it comes to cat food in particular. There's people that there's vets. There are trained, good vets that will tell you, cats can't even digest grains. They shouldn't have any starches or carbs in their diet. They are only able to process meat, and they should have 100% meat. And then you'll have vets that will counter that and say that they can digest this even if it's not part of their natural diet and it does X amount of good for them. And I don't know. I'm not a vet. So I looked for a food that had a pretty high protein content. Mostly I look for the food that she would eat. She's picky, and at the end of the day, the cat's got to eat. So, it's an individual thing. She would like some chicken, just saying. Yeah, I'm sure she wouldn't be too upset about that. One out of 5 dentists can't agree on what toothpaste to use. I suppose not. I'm sure 5 out of 5 dentists are just glad that you're brushing your teeth. And then, well, you know what? 4 out of 5 dentists are glad that you're brushing the teeth. The 5th dentist really needs the business. No, don't go away, don't go away. We're not ready. Okay. The last thing I want to do is do the shadow phase. Alrighty, what are we saying? Any luck? Oh yeah, I'm not looking for a mount off that. I'm looking for, there's a piece of transmog that I thought I needed, that now I'm confused because I left too soon, but I'm pretty sure I still need it from there. Okay, so, tomb's done. Let's do some BFA dungeons for mounts, huh? Do you really want to go to the dentist that needs the business? I do have a curse on me. What if, oh, it's gone now. I'm all better. That solves that problem. BFA. BFA. All I have is a burning rush and a prayer. Yeah, I don't think I ever want to farm. I don't think I ever want to farm Kill Jaden on a character that's not an evoker. Now, I suppose Demon Hunters would be able to do the same thing with the, you know, canceling the momentum of the knockback like that. Alright, shall we do... Do I want to do Freehold first? Nah, we'll go do King's Rest first. Go to Mog theme, simple, high fantasy. I would say simple over high fantasy. I like wearing wacky things. I like wearing goofy, wacky transmogs. Do I have I don't have it installed right now. If you looked through my Evoker Mog sets here, I'll Lance, I can show you. I enjoy. She's basically dressing up for Halloween is what's happening there. So this is my pirate set. She has a shovel and she has the treasure chest and she has the slops. This is an outfit that is like half thanks to the trading post. That was her original transmog. She has a very lovely dress and a big spoon. There's the Tuskarr trader set. She's got kind of like a mini skirt tunic situation over leather leggings. Once again with the shovel, her trader backpack, and her fuzzy warm shoulders on a brown shirt. There's the fire plume set. That used to be my Valdrakken civilian clothes. I must have swapped it out at some point for the primal robe. I just think she would wear that out to an awards show. There's some sweats. She has her baby on her back. She has her big fluffy white sweatpants. She has her green socks and her green sweatshirt, and once again a big spoon. For Valentine's, she wore the skull of her most recent lover, and then I got this helmet from Antorus, and I had to wear it, so I dug around for anything that I thought would go with it. She was not always bald. No, she used to have a green, kind of teal braid because I liked the braid. And I still do, but when I was thinking about shaving my head, but I didn't have the courage to do it yet, I thought, you know what I'll do is I'll shave my WoW characters' heads. And I took them out of the barbershop, and I had no idea that that Drakthir had scales on their heads under their hair. So while I eventually reverted a couple other of my characters, and Crinkle will probably get her hair back eventually when she makes it back to a barbershop. My main, actually, I've stuck with her with the shave because I actually quite like the way that she looks with her scales. Need the spoon for Tuskarr. Do you think your cat can see ghosts? Cat runs from, chases ghosts all the time. I've heard that, not about ghosts, but I've heard some stories, and I don't say this to freak you out, this is probably not what's happening, but of cats being aware of pest problems before people are because they have very sensitive hearing. So if they're getting really jumpy, or if it's about like a particular section of wall or section of floor or basement or something like that, I've heard stories of that actually turning out to be like, you know, mice or bugs or something like that, because the cats they're very attuned to that sort of thing. My orc has the just escape the mine set. Love the shovels and pickaxes. Shaved your own head, you found your own scales. I mean, listen, I'm hitting the head and shoulders as best as I can. There's more or less skin underneath there. It's in better shape than it was when I first cut my hair. Holy smokes, it was rough at one point. Kitty, you're back. You gonna hang out with me today? I hope so. I hope so. Oh man. Oh, didn't I dislike the scales at first? On the Drakthir or on my own scalp? King's Rest is back this way. I don't think it's so much. I don't like the lizard. The actual scales on the visage form I think are nice. Maybe I changed my mind on that. I don't remember specifically, but yeah, it's just this I could do without, quite frankly. Obviously it's a big part of the overall fantasy. I guess I'm just not plugged into that part of the fantasy. I've made my peace with the big lizard by focusing on being a good lizard. Whenever I'm in lizard form, I am doing my best to perform my lizard job to the best of my lizard abilities. So I'm, trying to heal or DPS or whatever. I only really look at my character outside of her mug. Having that short of hair, only thing I don't like is how cold it is sometimes. I haven't really noticed a big heat difference, which I thought I would because my hair naturally very curly. I figured it was very insulating. I guess I do wear hats. I just, people had really, really heavily forewarned me about the heat issue. So I like pre-purchased some hats because the last thing I wanted to be was cold. And that's been good. I definitely want to get a bucket hat for summer though, because the last thing I want is to get extra sun exposure on my ears and scalp that I'm not used to, and then give myself any kind of skin cancers. So I'm gonna need a good bucket hat. You would be appalled at how much time I've spent thinking about what sort of bucket hat I might like and where I might want to acquire it from. There's too many options. I'm trying to min-max this apparently. You could just get a bucket. I have buckets. I usually try to avoid having them on my head. Oh gosh. All right. Come back. Tie-dye bucket hat sounds really fun. Ringing the gong. That's right. Growing out my hair. Don't like the feeling when it's wet. It feels like cold fingers in my back. Yeah. I've been trying to think of if there's anything that I miss about having longer hair, and I would like go back and check footage of streams and videos from when I had various lengths and styles of hair. And maybe at a different part of my life, maybe in the future at some point I'll connect with something and I'll be like, oh, it's nice for this reason. But right now I got nothing. There were a lot of downsides, and it wasn't really doing it for me. The hair flip. I guess so. I would hair flip even when I had my hair up though. I feel like hair flip is in the spirit and not the hair. Shaved my pandemic hair on December. Head was freezing. When did I do mine? February? It has been chilly. One time I was outside and I was out for a walk. And and it started to snow. And someone said to me, have you ever felt the snow in your short hair before? Is this how it went? No, that's not how it went. It wasn't snowing yet. It was just a little windy. And, or maybe like misting rain or something like that. Anyways, I took off my hat and my hood with the intent of enjoying the weather on my head. And then it promptly started to snow. Something to that degree. I ended up jogging home and taking a shower because I was very cold, because I was very stupid, because I took off said hat while outdoors in the wintertime. But I wear hats during the winter anyways. So this way I just don't have to fix my hair after I take them off. This way. After a decade of being stuck on outdated rural internet, I have gigabit. Welcome. Things that bother me. Greenwich is pronounced Greenwich? Greenwich? Sometimes you want to feel the breeze. I think that must have been what I was going for. I just did it. I picked a poor moment to do it. Weather changes very rapidly around here. Although now that it's March, maybe it's done freezing. Maybe I should plant some lettuce or something. I see people. I walk by gardens and I see people are already started, and I think, man, I should probably get moving on that.
Run.
Rain individual drops? No, not so much. Being cold, taking hot shower seems like a good trade. Yeah, thankfully I wasn't super far from home. I was able to get in without too much of a delay. I was unhappy. I don't like being cold. I am not a cold showers person. I don't think I'll ever be a cold showers person. You know, never say never except about this. I've tried. I had one phase in my youth where it was about trying to make my hair shinier or look healthier. One piece of hair care advice that sometimes gets passed around is to finish your shower routine by rinsing the hair in as cold water as you can stand to like sort of seal the cuticle of the hair and make it look shinier. And you can do this without getting the water in your head, but if you want to get all your hair, then you're going to end up getting some water in your head. So I would like kneel over the edge of the bathtub and I would have like just this icy water on like I would pour it onto my head to try and I guess make my hair shinier. You get brain freeze. And at the time I thought that was a reasonable solution to a real problem. I thought, man, my hair is not shiny enough. I need I need the ice. Oh, you do crazy things when you're younger. A lot of magazines telling me varying combinations of honey and yogurt and cucumbers would solve all of my skincare and hair care issues. Parents sent me photos of flowers blooming outside their home in Vancouver. Contrast surreal. It's supposed to close your pores, make it less oily. Evoker healing daunting and confusing? It is. It absolutely is. I don't know if they still make you do this, but originally when you would make an evoker character of either spec, they would make you type the word advanced to make you confirm that you wanted to play an advanced class. It wasn't no beginner class. And then I, in my personal experience, find Preservation a little harder to get started with than Devastation. Both of them have quite a high skill ceiling, but Preservation has a lot of options. There's a lot of different ways that you can weave your spells together. And with all of that choice comes a lot of flexibility, but also comes a lot of potential complexity because, you know, if you have 42 choices you can make in a given global, stands to reason 41 of them are going to be suboptimal.
Run out.
Time walking with my hubby and got the evoker staff in my box, level 398. Oh, nice. Don't understand Devastation at all. I'm still figuring out Devastation. The way I've been doing it is every time I happen to be in raid and they're having me DPS because we don't need the extra heals yet, I will have, like, I'll just grab a talent build, or I'll play a talent build that I grabbed off of, like, some guide or another. Sometimes I'll try different ones to see if they work better for me. They're all functional, like the same Feed the Flames build. And I'll just kind of like half eyeball, like in between pulls, I'll just kind of like look at the talents and then try to think about them and then just read the Cliff's Notes of the build guide and then sort of try and piece it together on the fly. I'm doing no advanced research. I'm not practicing on a target dummy. I have no idea what's going on, but you know, you eventually you scrape it together well enough. I'm doing okay. Do I have any details logs? Can I show anything where I did anything worth doing? Details toggle. Do I have anything still from raid last night? What do we do? Aranog I didn't even have, I hadn't even used combat pots or anything yet. I did 60k on that, but I like had just swapped. I didn't have a pot. I didn't have pots for the entire night, but I didn't have a flask. I didn't have a rune. I didn't have a food buff. It was awful. Taros, I did not do very well. I did 50k in Taros. That's bottom of the list there. For Senarth, I swapped my spec. By the time I got to Senarth, I was like, I need a better spec. So I like Googled one, and then I did better. It's not a ton more damage, but there's a lot of movement on Senarth. Kurog, I was about to do amazing on, but then I died. Primal Council, I almost, 5 out of 7. What did I do well on? I did all right. I did okay. And then by Diurna, we had swapped over. I thought I did better than that. Oh well, never mind. Hazel bragging segment is over. Use runes. Buzzing runes. Not augment runes, like howling buzzing runes for me. You did the best on center. Yeah, I guess so. I would have done that. I was like peeking. I was right underneath Flabby on Kurog, but then I died. Not even to a mechanic, just to attrition. I had already used my health pot. I guess I could have I messed up and I didn't do my health stone. Legit 74 parse? Yeah, I'll take it. So it's not so bad. I get a little confused on Devastation Evoker still, but I can get by. Not used to weapon consumables being runes. Yeah, it's not confusing at all, especially because there are still augment runes. I did not use weapon consumable runes
Target you.
for the first like 2 months of this expansion because I misunderstood and I thought that when people were asking me to put runes on, they meant augment runes, and I went, man, dude, I'm cheap. That's not happening. And then I later found out that there was another thing that I could have been using the whole time that was more affordable that I had not been using. At least the days of starting a fight with a fishing rod are gone. Yeah, I've done it in my combat cloak or my teleport cloaks though. I've started fights in my teleport cloaks. What time is it? 9:54. Alrighty. King's Rest was a great dungeon to do for the first time. This is one that I kind of hope they don't bring back. If they're going to be bringing back dungeons from BFA, I would be fine if they left this one and Siege of Borealis alone. I don't need to see him again. Wonder how much money being an enhancement shaman saved me at this point. Shadow Coral, Sharpening Stones, Howling Runes. Probably not, I mean some, but probably not as much as you might think. Those things, they last a long time. They don't fall off with death, and they're not that expensive. So long has much RP, not great for speedrunning. Oh yeah, Shrine of the Storms, that's right. Don't mind my spell order. Everything's fine.
Watch your step.
Alright. One mount, please. I got a Getiku. I got a sword. I don't know if it's rare, but the name sounds familiar. It's just a big sword, though. I think they have models like that, or not unlike that, in other places. If they don't bring back original BRD with a 4-hour plus 3 timer, don't want it. I could see a world where they split that one into wings, but the vanilla, like the old dungeons, I feel like if you want to bring them up to get them into Mythic Plus territory, they kind of need the Uldaman treatment where they basically redo it with new boss fights. The original boss fights just didn't have enough mechanics, or not a balanced enough profile of mechanics to keep it up to par. Make something out of Wailing Caverns or Deadmines. Deadmines at least has had the redo treatment once or twice. I guess Wailing Caverns has as well. They would need so much work, yeah. I have things I can sell. Yeah, some of these actually sell for a good amount of gold. I feel like they haven't nerfed the vendor gold from BFA stuff. Maybe they have. Legion stuff, certainly. There she goes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Grinding out the key for vanilla Upper Blackrock. The torch minigame in BRD. I mean, I feel like it would go better because people would learn it, basically. It wasn't a hard game. It was just annoying. It was just a thing that had to be done, I think. Unless I'm misunderstanding and thinking of something else. I'm thinking of trying to open the door before the big golem guy. Okay. Close enough. Alright, Underrot. Let's go get a preview of our season 2 dungeon, huh? Thanks for your raid guide videos. Helped me out a lot. Oh, cheers. Thanks for watching them. Oh. I don't think there's going to be anything worth it for me in there. I suppose I can load it. It's right here. It's a forgotten chest, you know? I don't think anyone's looking for it. What do we get? Oh, wow. 17 more resources and a gem. I don't know how I'm gonna tell my parents. I hope Brackenhide Hollow. Oh, it's 100% turning into a Mythic Plus. You're not getting out of Brackenhide Hollow. Unless you just avoid that key or skip the season. All 4 of the remaining Dragonflight dungeons are going to be Mythic Plus dungeons next season. They're just, they're hopefully going to take a look at some of the pain points. Already started nerfing it? Yeah, I think so. You don't like Freehold? I like the Freehold boss fights. I just don't like, I don't like the, I don't like dungeons that have a lot of extra trash that you don't need to pull, but you need to really keep your elbows tucked in to not pull it. Those dungeons are the bane of my existence because I am not traditionally very good at keeping my elbows tucked in. Should I be doing BFA world bosses for transmog? I might need to be doing BFA world bosses for transmog. Doing Gorger Krellocks up. Maybe after Underrot. Don't get the mega hype from some. Freehold, I feel like it sits kind of high in the memory of BFA because it was a pretty short dungeon to do. Because it's like the first and only one that you get put into. If you're just queuing for a random dungeon while leveling up these days without picking a chromie time, it will basically put you into Freehold. And then it just had a really fun theme, you know. It has like the whole pirate. It feels like a Disney park. The whole thing is extremely colorful and I don't know. It feels fun. It's comfy, easy, freaky. Cannot wait to catch that greasy pig. I feel better about it these days with the interact key. I don't have to click on the pig. I just have to be somewhat near the pig. And then I can just mash the key that I already have set up. I don't need to set up any special macros or keybinds or, you know, use my squishy remaining gray matter in any way. Dungeon difficulty mythic. So the only thing I need from this place is the Krog. So I can theoretically, I think, skip bosses. I don't think I need to do this whole place. I'm gonna just kind of run for it and see how far I can get, I suppose. Whitecrest and Underrot more than Freehold. Yeah, I think Whitecrest is a more interesting dungeon also. Although I would get lost in Whitecrest. It was bad. I would die and I would release, which was a mistake. And then I would find myself just unable to remember how to get to my friends. They'd be upstairs, downstairs, behind the portrait, through the lounge, you know, by the butler with the candlestick. I'd have no concept of where they'd gone or how to get back to them. Everyone gets lost in there. The little stair. Well, there's multiple ways to get to where you're going as well, which also kind of led to my confusion. You know, you didn't always get to the end part via the same route. It depended on what route you were doing, I suppose. So yeah, it seems like you can just kind of run through this whole thing. I'm gonna have to kill these two at the end, I'm pretty sure, but if it turns out that I have to do more than just these two, then it's gonna be a problem. Turns out, run all the way back and do oh no, he's opening the door. All the way back and do sport color, do RNG.
Watch your step.
Yeah, I think you're right. If I tanked, I would probably remember routes a lot better. It's like how you don't really, or at least I don't really learn my way around a place until I have to drive around it. And not only drive around it, but do so for a while. I need a good 8 months to a year of driving around a place regularly to have any chance of knowing where anything is. At least within driving range.
Stack.
Legion raid's bad for killing random mobs before allowing progression.
Watch wave.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it now for the mount runs. I'm starting to figure out which mobs are tricking me.
Watch wave. Stack.
Oh, we're gonna have to do that boss again. The whole kiting the spores thing in circles and the popping the bubbles, I remember that stressing me out a fair bit. Alright, any luck? Nope, no luck. Okie dokie. I want to get out of here. Because we want to do Freehold next. But if I can get out of here just via like a portal or something, you know, King's Rest had an NPC that would take me out. If there's anybody that will like catch up, maybe Bran will take me out of here. I'd love to just fly over to Krelllock and see if I can snag a kill. I guess maybe people might camp him because he drops a mount. But I bet he's got transmog for me. I haven't looked at my overall percentage, but I have to assume I'm doing better. I guess I don't know where I was at before. What are we at? 63%. 63% of the things. Which is compared to like high 70s for cloth. So I have a good chunk of transmog that I can still stand to get. This is your next Stradama. Thought the mount dropped off of Kragmaw. I've only been killing him. No, it's the last boss. It's an understandable mistake though. The mount does look like Kragmaw. I used to make that same mistake in Tempest Keep while farming for Ashes of Alar. I think a lot of people did. I would just kill the Phoenix and then be like, oh, no bird. Bye-bye. The water feature is the next Stradama. The water feature. The, like the trash hallway in Halls of Infusion? I had to remind myself of who Stradama was. Stradama was Tentacle Thumpies from the last expansion. Stradama is a boss fight, so I feel like the water feature is rolled out based on the basis of it being a trash hallway. Oh no, it is in the boss fight. That's right. They knock you back through it and then you have to come back in. I feel like that's not so bad though. I mean, I guess we'll find out. It's easy for me to say Halls of Infusion is not so bad now when I'm not currently running it in Mythic Plus. Later I may change my song. So down for another season of Plaguefall right now. Oh, that sent chills through my whole body. I'm not okay. I'm not feeling so good. All right. Most do it for 50 to 70, 63. Most that do it for a while, 50 to 70. Aquafit? Yeah, I need some more time. I need some more time to cool down from Dragonflight or Shadowlands dungeons. I do think they were great dungeons, but I'm not ready to see them again yet. A season of only the least popular dungeons, like an April Fool's joke. Oh man, but for somebody that's going to be their favorite dungeon. Okay, yeah, there's 2 pieces of loot that I need from this. There's a person there. They're only level 63. Here, I won't kill it super fast. Time for anybody that wants to tag it. Actually, I don't know if I can kill it super fast. It's got quite a bit of health. I might have to do this on my own. Good luck on Molly. Oh, thank you. I do have Molly already. I just want I want Mog. I noticed there's a couple of pieces of World Boss Mog I'm missing, and I figured I may as well stop by and tag the World Boss while I was out here. Molly's like the best World Boss drop mount though. She's very cute. I was surprised by how much time that took. Oh, my Heart of Azeroth leveled up. Alrighty. Yeah. No Mog. I'm gonna go to Freehold next. See if we can get Shark Bait. Ooh, haha. HOA level. I thought I stashed the thing in my bank. I thought I did that just yesterday. I did, didn't I? Yeah, I don't have it in my bags anymore. I was carrying it around for a long time. I have a piece of plate bracers. I guess I can send to my... I'll mail it the stuff later. Plate bracers can send to the my warrior. Alpacas are the only mounts that I actively farmed. I miss parts of outdoor BFA. I really enjoyed doing laps around Vol'dun, farming a Kunda's Bite. I did some serious herbing early on in Battle for Azeroth, and I made what felt like some decent amounts of gold doing it. And I had a very nice time. I had my little loot. I would you know, put on some music, get a Discord call, just hang out there. It was good. our friends here in BFA. Yeah, it was a good expansion. I couldn't tell you how hard getting flying in BFA is. Did they change it to make it a gimme yet, or is it still a thing you have to unlock? Not hard, just takes ages. Okay. I wonder if they're ever gonna flick that switch on. Still got to unlock it. That is one thing I benefit from for just not really having taken any breaks from endgame content in a long time, is that I have all the Pathfinders. Just unlocked them when they were current, and then you have them forevermore. Rap grind's kind of brutal. You know what? Cats were harmed in the making of cat coffee. Cat's under my desk by my left foot right now. I don't know for what purpose. I don't know to what end. Yeah, I think having them apply retroactively would be really nice. That's not a bad idea. I'm glad they didn't make us do one for Dragonflight. Oh, being able to dragon ride right off the top of the expansion. When I first heard about that, I thought for sure they were going to make dragon riding like not very good because of a reluctance to let us just like fly around properly from the very beginning. But as it turns out, not so bad. Where? Oh, all the way up there. Okay. I didn't know I still need loot from that. Alright, we are in Mythic Freehold. I need 2 pieces of Mog left from this dungeon. Both of them from the final boss, so I can just run there. We can just head straight to him. It's not as much fun as clearing the whole place, but it is faster. There's probably like a secret route that goes there that makes more sense than what I'm doing right now. I thought that there was going to be a sky bridge. Oh, I'm thinking of this bridge. I don't know what just happened. I didn't...
Run.
That's okay. Sometimes I feel like the game is gaslighting me into thinking that I'm losing my marbles. Hello, everyone. Hello. How are you doing? How are things? Selvax with a 3-month resub. Glad I can catch a stream again. Welcome back. Also, I'm so sorry. I missed some gift subs earlier. Sonic, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, thank you very much. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I just wanted to... I wanted to go that way. I suppose I can just kind of do this. Good afternoon. Any mounts drop yet? Not today. Not so far. A couple pieces of train smug. Oh, good. I don't know how I missed that. Yeah, Freehold's got good music. I think the Dragonflight soundtrack always makes me feel like I'm on a roller coaster about to embark on a magical adventure. Watching a blockbuster movie. I'm ready for big dragons to start just dive bombing from the sky and bringing me chocolates and nuts. Vortex Pinnacle has stupid spell ward zones. Vortex Pinnacle had the stupid spell ward zones. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that trash. I was just thinking about the last boss with his little get in the triangle mechanic. I forgot about the trash, and there's like the healer ones. And then, oh yeah, that's right. I hated taking that place because you would just like have to wait for them to like pat, or you would pull them, but then they would be casting and you couldn't. Oh, it was a mess. I'm sure there will be better plans. Any luck? Oh, I got the helmet that I needed from him. I do not have shark bait. Ooh ha ha. I'm missing the one last piece of loot there. That's alright. We have 15 minutes, which I think is precisely the amount of time that I need. It's nice that they gave you teleports out to the back, out to the front. Go take a little look-see. Go fail this, get us real quick. Thinking about the wind boss and the jump on the last boss? The jump on the last boss. I forgot about a jump. Wind boss, I think, is the first one that comes to mind for a lot of people. That, I think, will be fine. I'm somewhat looking forward to that. I think it'll be chaotic, but... yeah, that trash is going to be messy. Always refer to my bald head as streamline. Oh, you can dodge the root if you jump. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just aerodynamic. I was just dispelled it, I think. I mass dispelled it because I was a priest. I think. Yeah, priests are the prime class for cheating on mechanics like that. I have, on a number of occasions, missed having Mass Dispel at my disposal. That was one of my favorite things about being a Shadow Priest or a Holy Priest, was just getting that perfectly timed MD off that just absolutely negates, like, a difficult mechanic for your entire group. And people go, where did it go? You know, they don't even notice anything happen. They just notice they feel better when you're around. Suddenly they're less stressed, you know? Everything's gonna be okay. So, this is gonna be a bit of a mess. But it's gonna be okay. We're gonna do our best. What I'm doing now is I'm going to do... I'm doing AQ. Temple of AQ for Transmog. And I'm gonna once again try and solo Viscidus on Evoker. Freezing him's not the issue. Breaking him is the issue. I have the Kidnapped Puppy Crate. This time I'm going to, ahead of freezing him, pre-lust and pre-puppy crate. Because the puppies should help you for 10 minutes. And I think as long as I am, you know, as long as the boss is hitting me, the puppies should survive. I need the puppies to not die before the fact. And I don't know exactly how long, like exactly where I am at in the freezing Viscidus process. Puppies? Buy some haste pots to be safe. I'm doing this for science. If I fail, I'll know that, I want to know for a fact, one way or another, whether or not I can do this without the potions. Just with like a pre-lust and with a pre-puppy crate and with the heirloom dagger. Puppies, where at? All over the world, puppies. I have a box. That's funny that mount counts. That mount gets pulled up. So I need... no. No. I forget the keybind. There we go. I need a handful of loot. 3 pieces of which are from Viscidus. This guy has 1. He's got some shoulders that I could use. Barrage shoulders. I did get them. There we go. That's 1 piece of loot. Are they neat? They're alright. They actually don't, they don't not go with the treasure chest. Haste offhand helps if you have one. Do I have any? I don't think I have any offense on me. You're right, that would help. That would help. Got the Solar Spire Hawk. Congrats, Honeybun TV. First world boss map. Nice. That one is so nice to have off of the list. You don't ever have to worry about tagging Rookmar again. Am I okay? Have I gone in the right place? I have, right? There we go. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do royalty first, and we're going to do royalty with the intent of doing... Oh, did I get the stuff off yet? I must have gotten the thing I needed off royalty, actually. I need loot from Fankris, Emperor, Cthulhu, and then Viscidus. Yeah, I must have gotten the thing from Princess last time. That's nice. Don't have to... Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I don't have to worry about it now. Okay. So, well, I don't even think we need to do Sartura. Honestly, the less trash we kill in this place, the easier it's going to be in my bags later. I do use Plater, yeah. Up or down for Viscidus? I want to say up. I want to say up. Why do I feel like this is a quiz? It is a quiz. What do I get if I pass? Yeah, we're gonna swing right past that boss. I don't think you have to kill any bosses here. I guess I'll do it just in case. I don't want her to feel left out. You know, she was right there. Wish we could use Scarab mounts outside AQ. There's, what, 2 of them that you can? One of them that is still available. The Ultramarine Karaji battle tank from Archaeology. I'm not going to try and sit here and tell you that it's an easy mount to get. But you can use it outside of AQ. That one. Archaeology mount. I haven't seen that in a while. Most of the time when I see that, it's because I have a YouTube end card in my end card folder that I recorded on that mount. That's usually how I remember that I have it. Ah, yes, only the most tactical definitions of available. I tell people that the Brutosaur mount is still available because technically, it's possible. You know, you never tell a WoW gamer that something can't be done if there's any chance that it could be done, you know. There, Fankris could give me some leggings. I need to, I may not even, here, we're gonna have to pick up the pace a little bit. I gotta leave pretty shortly here. I don't want to be late. And I've got some stuff I need to prep before I go. Sets for new classes to see the ugly purple set they'd give to mugs. Okay. I did not get the leggings there. I'm going to, at this point, swap out to a Sharpened Scarlet Chris. 1.8 attack speed. We're going up for Viscidus. We're gonna get him close to being frozen, and then we are going to lust, pop puppies, finish freezing him, and then start melee hitting. I'm wearing the dagger. I have the puppy crate enabled. All right. So we're gonna get him kind of chilly. Lust, puppies. Puppies are attacking. I am attacking. I've pre-done these things. I have 35 seconds of lust. This is the best I can do. The puppies are okay. I can see him on the right-hand side. He's either going to break or he's not. The puppies are for extra melee hits. Viscidus needs to take 30 melee hits in order to shatter. Nope. No. It's possible with a haste pop, but at this point, the safest thing for me to do for future runs is to either bring a second person or to get myself the lumberjack collar toy. That would also do it. Being able to do both puppies and lumberjacks, assuming that they don't share the same cooldown. yeah, no, you can do it with other classes, you can do it with a friend, but I wanted to see if I could do it with Evoker without using any further consumables, but with that particular trinket plus a fast melee weapon. And the answer is almost, but no. Not quite. Let's go do Twin Imps and Cthulhu to try and get the rest of this stuff and call it a day. Haste offhand would have helped. I doubt it would have helped enough. You need extra, I don't think it would have helped enough. I don't know that it wouldn't have, but, yeah. The dagger on the Traveler's Tundra Mammoth. Hang on a second. Because I was using a dagger with a 1.8 attack speed. First of all, I don't even see a dagger on the Traveler's. Maybe it's the other guy. That's an engineering tool. There's a simple dagger. It's got a 1.8 attack speed. It's the same attack speed. Worked for my mage. There may, yeah, maybe you've got more. Maybe you've got more haste. That's a bummer. I was really hoping that the one trinket would be enough. It's almost enough. It's not quite enough. You like the Gorb? It looks a bit liquid when you look at it from this angle. For a rigid plated creature, he's got a good wiggle. Okay, looking for gloves and something called Kalimdor's Revenge, which is evidently a sword. We got the gloves. It's one more item off the list. The more things I can get out of the back half of this raid, the less far I have to run to refarm it in the future. So getting the axe off of Cthulhu would actually be huge. It would actually I'm gonna stop. No luck on the sword, so that's gonna have to be a next week thing. What's my favorite dance in the game? I like the male Draenei. I like the male Draenei dance. I think I'm loopy from a stressful work day. Happens to the best of us. Do I want to fight with a non-traditional tank again? The last one that I remember was that mini raid in BFA, the really hard one that was like with the water people with the tentacle faces and the that needed like a range, like a mage or a range to hold aggro on the caster. I don't know. I feel like tanks have one job, and that if I feel like they're gonna get crabby if we start taking it away from them too much. If people wanted a tank, they'd play a tank. My mount collection percentage. I'm looking for it. I'm looking. 700 and something. I bet you that 768 figure is like total overall, and not character specific. Yeah, I've seen the music video for the male Draenei dance. It was quite popular. It was quite viral at the time. All right, Cthulhu. One axe, please. Cat's still under the desk. Cat's still under the desk. My hands are sweaty. Yep, knees weak, spaghetti, etc. Can I ask Axie something? You can ask. May or may not answer. Here we go. The 10-1 interview's already happened. I played a little bit of Classic. Not when it was originally vanilla, but like when they re-released Classic. I played some of it. I didn't really like raid or get to endgame content, really. Any luck? Diddly-doo-doo-doo. Nope. Okie dokie. Taking this character home. I'm gonna park her up somewhere safe. Everything's gonna be okay. Angel21SE, thank you very much for the 27-month resub. Farming this in retail made me not want to play it in Classic. Alrighty. It is half past. Precise. I've never been quite the right time. Oh, hey, gray mug. White mug, gray mug. Ruptured plate breastplate. Just what I need. Alrighty, I'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, appreciate you guys. Thanks for spending this time with me. Kapow, thank you very much for the 6-month resub. Angel21SE with a 27-month. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow.